So here's the cane. We'll feed it right into this press right here, and it'll squish out the juice. It's got 3 rollers, and it'll crack it and press it all down, and then it'll flow down, and then we have a little filter that comes down here, and we'll collect the juice here, and then we gravity feed it down to the cook room, and right now it's about 200 gallons.
And the horses eat the rest, huh? They really like that stuff, huh?
Nice and sweet for them.
Wow.
And so it's gravity fed, it comes down through, and we have a valve that we can adjust the flow rate, so if we need more we can open it up. If it's really less, we can shut it down.
Does it look like sugar? Oh wow, this is like sugar's coming off.
It's all the water.
Oh.
And then we come down here, we heat with wood, and it's a long process to cook it all down. It's a lot of time, a lot of wood.
So how many gallons do you think you're going to get from this stuff?
Altogether, I say we'll probably have between 150 and 200 gallons this year. We planted about 200 acres or so.
Wow.
And cold morning like this, all the steam comes right up. And here's some of the wood that we have that we cook it down with.
Okay.
And we come in here, and here's the cooker.
Okay.
And here's the line coming in from up top there. And it's a baffle table, so it flows all the way through and keeps on heating. And we have these scummies that we have to take off, and keeps the syrup nice and clean. And it's a constant process of keeping the scummies off, and then we'll feed the scummies to the animals. Nice and sweet, they like it.
Okay. So Matt, how does this work?
Well, we press the juice, and then it comes down here on this tube here, and then with the wood, it cooks it on this table, and with the baffles here it flows down through, and occasionally we have to take the scummies off here, which will later feed the animals, and then
Oh, spinach.
nice and sweet. And then when it gets to the right consistency, then we'll take it out and we'll jar it up.
And that's it? It takes a long time.
Yeah, I mean, from stripping the cane down to getting it up here to pressing it to cooking. I mean, it takes a long day to get everything done.
Wow, what's that? Is that oak down there? Or that's nice and warm, huh?
Okay, we'll open it up.
Woo. Wow. You can make swords in that fire. You can melt metal in there. Ooh, that's a nice warm on a.
We made about 75 gallons of sorghum syrup this year already. I think they've made about 300, 350 altogether.
350 altogether, huh?
Yeah, we put about 2 acres out of the sweet sorghum, so.
So it'll boil all the way up into here, you think?
This is a little bit off the behind the burner, but
okay.
yeah, once it gets up here, and once it's sitting here long enough, yeah, it'll heat to where this whole thing's boiling. Cool morning, so get a lot of steam.
Wow. Pretty cool, Matt.
A lot darker than some of the earlier stuff looks like, but I don't know if it's just been sitting out or...
So that's the sorghum.
Yep.
We could do lots of stuff with that. Maybe figure out something to do with a pizza with that.
Yeah, a lot of people are thinking about putting it in bread and
yeah,
from there.
Sorghum. Oh, yeah.
We've been putting in a
beer.
Lot of, yeah, I'm sure some people can. I think it's more of the grain aspect that they're looking for there, but yeah, there's a lot of sugars in here, so it could definitely be used.
That's great.
That gets used along us people, you know, like in breads and once in a while in cookies and maybe sometimes in cakes.
Wow.
And you can use it as a substitute for maple syrup, so like on pancakes, and then if you keep the seed heads, then you have to grind that up, and then you could have pancake mixed with the seed heads, and then have the syrup for the topping.
Wow, that's amazing. So how do you get that out of here?
Oh, there's a valve over here, and then it goes through a filter here.
If you wait a little bit, I'll rig this up to where...
Great.
And then we'll put it directly in. This is the final cook stage, so if it doesn't look right, you can put it back in here, and then it'll come back in.
Okay. So is this tilted a little? No, not at all.
Not
It's
so
just,
much.
So it just kind of comes
He
through.
works it from the front to the back.
Okay. So heat goes down there to the back, and then it'll come through here,
To the valve
and then
down,
they usually
filtered, and
filter it,
then right
and
on.
then right up. Oh wow! Amazing. Smells good in here.
Uh-oh. Go to the side.
And, the other day, when I first started doing this, my wrist started hurting because I wasn't used to doing this motion.
So where does sorghum grow? Does it grow in like swampy areas, or you just
Sandy soil.
sandy soil?
So that river bottom.
Sandy, poor soil.
Huh.
The poorer the better.
Is it like from natural from this area, or?
Well, I'm not exactly sure. The further south you go, the better it'll grow because it likes heat too. You don't hear about sorghum in Wisconsin. That's too, it's too far north.
It's a
Kentucky, Tennessee, down through there, it's a real good place to grow it.
It's a fast crop too.
Wow, that really tasted good. That's sorghum.
Yeah, we haven't done a Brinks count on it, but I'd be interested to see.
That's the count they do on grapes, right? And bricks.
Sweetness, sugar.
Yeah. Okay.
They got one in the house. I'm
Hey,
pretty sure.
Have you guys ever tested it?
We didn't test it this year.
It'd be interesting to see what the juice is, and then that put down.
Now that thing's made for the sorghum, honey, maple syrup, and all that. So
Okay. So it's got to cool down fast.
Yeah, and then we'll be able to jar it up right in there.
Wow. So that's all sweet.
Yep. And we'll just open this valve and it comes right into the jar. And
Wow. It's pretty basic when you think about it. But it's like you said, it's a lot of man hours, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Just for
a lot of hands-on, but we got some people who are out there helping, so it works out pretty well.
cutting, transporting it.
Yeah.
You ever get caught, pulled over for moonshining or? Huh?
Not yet.
you think you will?
They think it's moonshine.
According to John, I left the trail all the way up here.
Yeah, I thought they were wires in the road, but it was the sorghum. Every once in a while.
I had a big tank on the back of the truck, and I couldn't see what was going on. Of course, I was running late like always, so you're up here waiting on me.
So you could distill this even more and make
Oh yeah.
whiskey out of it or whatever? Or?
Well, making whiskey, somehow you got to let it ferment.
Okay.
You could distill it more. This is the product they make blackstrap from.
Strap? What's that?
Blackstrap.
What's that? Oh, blackstrap. Yeah.
Somehow, I'm not sure how they do it, but somehow they make it from sorghum. You could cook it on down till it sugars, and use it more like a
Brown sugar.
more that way. Well, the real brown sugar actually is probably made more from maple syrup or something like that. I'm not sure. I'm not exactly sure about that, but yeah, I think if you would do it right, you could make the brown sugar.